This is a glimpse into my life. Life with Eric.
Eric's here.
And I'm Kylie.
And I'm Eric.
Okay, I think we know who you are.
Oh.
So I just want to do a little wellness check here with you.
With me?
Yeah.
I'm pretty well. My hip feels good.
Well, I didn't mean that.
Why?
One, you dropped the bomb that you're going to therapy last week. On
Right.
me as well as the listeners.
Right. I forgot. I didn't listen back.
Right. Two, all of a sudden this week, you're binge watching Summer House and have requested to watch Real Housewives of New Jersey with me.
I didn't request to watch the Housewives of Jersey
That's
with
a
you.
lie. Yeah, you did.
What's wrong with me? I don't know. Just saying that alone says I gotta go to therapy. I was listening to something and I got interested and wanted to watch the Summer House.
Okay, what made you interested in watching Summer House?
I heard when I listened to Jackie Schimmel's show and she had that girl Lindsay on.
Lindsay was on,
and
yeah.
I wanted to see if I kind of was curious to see if she's full of shit or not, which I think she really is because now I'm watching.
You think she's full of shit?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't listen to the episode with Jackie Schimmel yet.
I just didn't. I don't know. It didn't seem to jive with me.
Oh, okay.
It's too one sided. It's all not her fault. And so I was like, I got to see this for myself.
Oh, okay.
So
that's what you're.
Yeah, the curiosity.
Intrigued you.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I said, oh, okay. And plus, for some reason, we need something to watch like that together.
That's dumb.
Yeah, and I'm enjoying watching those together. So when Vanderpump and the Valley ended,
Valley's not done yet.
Valley's still going.
But it's Tuesday.
Yeah, but the reunion Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay, I mean, so when they ended or whatever, then I was like, oh,
for the rest of the week, you needed something else.
Yeah, for the rest of the week.
Okay.
So we're binging.
What? Are you going to go back and watch other seasons of Summer House? Or
No, I don't do that.
Oh, okay, just
I'm fine with the final season. I just see where they're at. But now I'll maybe watch the next season, see.
Which, yeah, I'm not positive when that airs.
Right.
Oh, probably it's not going to air till like next winter.
Yeah.
Actually, I take it back.
Yeah. And I'm probably gonna take back the comment on the Jersey one because that show is really annoying. Those bitches
they're
are
insane.
Yeah, insane.
It's like
and the guys too, not just the girls.
It's like a whole different level.
Like
on the
I don't know what it's so. Why is it so popular?
Because there's so much drama. Like you never know what's gonna happen.
But it's not fun drama to me.
Oh,
but
it's like I feel like some of these women's lives are like ruined. Like they've got to like cry themselves to sleep. There's so much shit. And they're so mean to each other.
So mean. Like I could never be that mean to people.
So mean.
Like
even your own like family, a la Teresa.
If I was on a reality show, I would just be like the nice person, I guess.
I was asking the other day because since we are watching Summer House and anybody that watches it, it's Carl and Lindsay and they're supposed to get married and they don't. But they're so mean to each other. And the other married couple, what's their name? Amanda and Kyle?
Yeah.
They're so mean to each other.
Yeah.
On air, like on camera.
They're always like, fuck you, I hate you. You know,
right. It's
like
one thing to, I actually don't think you should say that to your significant other.
And then the next thing they make up.
Right. And I'm like, oh my God, if you said that to me even private.
Yeah, just privately.
Things wouldn't go down. Well,
Or what if I said it to you in front of all our friends?
Right.
That's one thing.
Like,
and
Jesus.
Now expand that out to everybody in the world watching this show.
Bravo Nation, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a pretty popular show.
Yes.
You know,
so
getting
I'm like,
more and more popular.
How are these really, obviously Carl and Lindsay didn't pan out, but now I'm like, Amanda and Kyle, how's that going? They still together? I don't know.
They're going to have issues. They might.
Lord.
They'll probably end up having a kid or two, then get divorced. That's their path.
But yeah, I was like, Jesus Christ. These guys are mean. They're mean to each other.
I know. What are you going to do? I don't know, but it's entertaining. We watch it.
Makes me feel like I'm actually nice to you. Thank you, Summer House.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're making me look like a nice spouse.
What if we put our most intimate, private conversations? We kind of do doing this, I guess. What am I talking about?
Not all of them.
But not everyone. Yeah. There's something you really want to tell me that's real deep and personal? Everybody get offended? The kids will call?
I do not, no.
Okay. That's no fun.
That's no fun.
That's no fun at all.
The kids, you want the kids to call and be like,
hey, fuck you, asshole.
Dad.
Yeah. I can't believe she said that to you.
No, I'm good.
Right.
Whoa.
This dog, it's chomping on a bone, and it's so freaking loud.
You told me to give her something.
I know, but I don't know what this is you're
I
giving
actually
her.
didn't think she'd stay in here. Normally, she's been out in the family room.
Remember, she's afraid we were going to take it away, so she runs out of the room.
Right. Now she's real clingy today, I guess.
Maybe it's because I took her to the dog park, she got nipped in the ass. Luca fucking nailed her. Come on, Luca.
Well, she's got to learn how to fight back.
She defended herself a little bit. I saw her.
She's got to learn.
Yeah. But anyway, it is we're getting ready to start. It's not June. I was going to say it is
absolutely not June.
We are getting ready to start our crazy schedule of June.
Wow, was that hard for you to say?
Yeah. It felt like I have rubber lips.
It also looked like it.
That's the name of this episode, Rubber Lips.
Ew.
Would you like me to have rubber lips, dear?
No, thank you.
Okay. Why not?
That didn't sound great.
Like really loose rubber lips.
Ew. Loose, no.
Sounds like I'm talking about other lips.
Right, and then I don't know.
Sounds like I'm talking like the curtain lips.
Yes, it does.
Kids, plug your ears in, Dan. Edit that out.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, crazy June schedule we have.
Right.
I am excited. We have Michael Weem coming on.
Yes.
In a few weeks. He's a artist out of Palm Springs.
Yes.
That we met and is a hoot and a lot of fun.
Yes,
and we can't
real
wait to have
excited.
him. So that's fun in our June schedule. But anyway, I'm going to master. No, I'm not. What am I doing?
Well, you going to Masters because it is at the same time.
But I'm going
swimming
to Olympic
Masters.
trials,
Right.
not to swim, folks, because I'm not that talented and I'm not that young, and I'm old. So I'm going to watch. I'm being a spectator. Me and my buddy are going there.
You could be trying out for like the Special Olympics.
Yeah.
Do you think you would qualify?
The only thing I would ever wish for myself, if I lost an arm,
Oh, like a Paralympics?
I would kick
You'd
ass.
be so good.
Like just a half a limb.
You'd be so good.
I would.
A half a limb.
I mean, so I qualify.
I mean, that's a silver lining right there if you lose a limb.
Right.
Silver lining.
Yep. Eric just lost a limb. Okay, I'm
Better-
starting
but he got a
training
gold
camp.
medal.
I'm starting training camp.
Hey,
As
you
soon
know
as I
what?
get out of the hospital, I'm training camp. It's on.
Silver lining.
I mean, it really is a silver lining, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honey, we're going to Paris for the Paralympics.
Hey.
It's right after the real Olympics.
Yeah, they do it right after.
We're going to Paris.
Hey.
Yeah.
You could do it for like years, probably. Like
Into my 70s.
multiple Olympics, probably.
They're probably pretty good, though. I mean, if more than
I
you
mean,
think,
they
yeah.
are good, yes.
You know, 'cause if
but
you were-
you're not bad. Like you're not. It's
Yeah,
not like me saying
yeah,
that
I'd
I'm
be-
gonna go. I couldn't make it.
I'd be halfway decent.
Yeah.
I mean, if I
But
just
there might
lose
be a younger crowd.
and what if I
you
just
have
lose
to
a
compete
finger?
against.
Can I do it?
I don't think so. No.
Just chop off one finger?
I think you need more
That
than
doesn't
a
qualify?
Finger.
I would kick their ass with just a finger gone.
Oh,
just
yeah.
my pinky finger. Take
Just
it
like
off.
a pinky toe. I
Yeah,
don't
take
need
it off. Toe might be hard to kick.
One toe?
Probably. I don't
Oh.
know. Just take the finger off.
Okay. I don't think though a finger qualifies.
I wonder if like the elbow.
Probably like a
Down.
hand, maybe.
Oh, maybe a hand.
I don't see you functioning well with only one hand, though.
Right. How would I pick things?
Right. Maybe you should lose a hand. Maybe this could be a blessing in many like ways.
Maybe
One, you
next
can
time I
get a
stick
gold
my
medal.
hand down my pants, I will lose it.
2, you can stop picking things.
Right. I lose all my fingernails.
How's that one on the back of your neck now?
Good. I'm good now.
Your new one.
No,
Edward Cullen. What?
that's a mosquito bite.
Not. I looked over at you the other night while you're taking your nightly supplements.
Nightly. What does that even mean?
You take about 12 supplements.
So what?
It's fine.
Wait till I get in the Paralympics. I'll be taking way more than that.
And you have like these 2 holes in your neck that looks like a vampire just latched on.
What'd you say, Edward Cullen?
Yeah. So like, what's going on over there?
That was from my other girlfriend who's a vampire.
Oh, well,
She sucks blood out of my neck.
is her name Sheila?
Who's Sheila?
Your dermatologist is going to be pissed at you.
Sheila. When CeeLo pulls, CeeLo.
Maybe you have some kind
My
of going on in
dermatologist
there.
is CeeLo.
Yikes.
But yes, so we're going to the Olympic trials, and I'm going to get back. And the next day after I get back, we are going to Kauai.
Right. By next day, he means 18 hours.
Right. Oh my
Literally.
God.
You get home at noon and we leave at 6
I
a.m.
mean, you think my hip hurts now? I'm going to have to get one of those donuts to sit on.
I'm going to give you like
Give me a donut.
I'm going to.
A donut to sit on.
I guess I can order that from him.
Right now, I'm sitting on my head cushion that goes around my neck.
Is
and I'm
that
freaking
going to work? For, is that
No, I'm
gonna-
farting on
So
it.
I need a new one?
Yeah, I'm farting on my neck cushion.
It's really like smashed to smithereens too. Is it
It,
even
no,
like
it comes back every
Oh,
time.
okay. Are you going to want to use it for your neck pillow on your trips?
None of it smells like it does now. Can
Ew.
you wash
I
these
think, I
things?
think you can, yeah. I think it zippers off. You can wash the cloth.
I mean, can you wash my whole truck out too while you're at
Well,
that?
I'm working on that.
Let's just put it this way. My neck pillow smells like my truck.
Which smells like a
Seats.
fart. Right.
Kylie dies when she
It just
sits in
smell
my
like
truck.
an old fart.
Why does my truck smell like a fart? It's
'Cause
leather.
You fart a lot, I think, and it just
And it's-
holds it in.
and
Do you
it
like
sucks.
roll the window down ever?
No, I hotbox me and the dog.
I think that you do.
The dog loves me.
She does.
We hotbox it in there. But yeah, then we're going to Kauai
You're right.
and staying on the North Shore in Honolulu. And we're going to actually do a podcast from there. We decided.
Yeah, we are.
We got to bring our shit because we're going to get
Yeah,
far
we do.
behind. And we don't miss a fucking week, Jackie Schimmel. Literally,
Right.
we don't miss a week.
Has she missed a week, though, since she switched podcast companies?
No, she just switched podcast companies, but also she hasn't missed a week since she's
Had a baby?
had the baby. She missed them when she had the baby.
Well, I
Kinda.
mean, do you blame her, though?
Well, if you're true, you're true.
Okay, you are
No, you're not.
pushing things out of holes.
Dan, edit that out. That just didn't sound right. What'd you say? Pushing things out of
You're
holes?
not.
My
yeah.
mouth is a hole?
Or you're not pushing like an 8-pound anything out of anywhere.
Oh, you're saying a baby.
Right.
Oh. I thought my mouth was a hole.
What? What are you pushing out of your mouth?
Shit.
Ew.
I'm flowing shit out of my
I
mouth.
mean, that happens
But
all the
edit
time.
that. Start the podcast. Yeah, push end.
What?
Push end on the
Just 'cause
recorder.
this
Start
isn't
it
looking,
over.
you're not in the best of light.
Yeah,
this
we're
podcast.
not going in the right direction here. Like I got notes and we haven't went off
Oh.
my notes yet.
You also told me when we started, I have like nothing, so I hope that this goes well. I hope you can start this off well.
Your way of going well is make fun of me.
Well, yeah, that's what this is about. Life with Eric is making fun of Eric.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna go to Kauai.
Okay, change the subject.
Change the subject. Come on, let's get back on the get back on the rails here.
Okay,
Our train just derailed.
always.
And then we're gonna be back for a week, and then we're going on our family Newport trip.
And might I add that part of that week is 4th of July.
And part of that week is 4th of July.
Right, which is my favorite holiday.
And so we got shit to do.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm gonna be so fat,
I'm going to just be tired.
tired and fat. That's what I'm going to be.
Although you did pre-warn me this year that I can't stay up all night because I'm going to have to drive because of your hip.
Yeah, I can only drive hour on, hour off, hour on, hour off.
Right.
Providing my donut is working.
Maybe we should have your mom drive.
Yeah.
Switch off with you.
Yeah. That's not happening. But yeah, we're gonna do. We'll do a live broadcast from Newport.
Right. A lot of live broadcasts this in the coming weeks.
Yeah, that'll be good. One person that won't be going to Newport with us is Skylar.
True that.
Skylar's moving to
Skylar's
Oahu.
got to change of plans.
Well, I guess we're announcing it now. I guess
Yeah, you are now. You just said it. I was.
Skylar's. We're gonna work for One Oceans. Ocean
that what
Ramsey.
it's called?
One
Ocean?
Yeah, One Ocean. One Ocean or Oceans. And if you want to Google it or Instagram it, Ocean Ramsey is what you look under. And
Yes.
she's a woman that swims with sharks. And
Yes, she
Skylar's
does.
gonna work
Work
for
for her
them and
company.
move out there and start
Whole new life.
a little Hawaiian life. A little nervous being the dad, but I'm proud of her.
Well,
I'm proud of her. She's been
They
really
got to fly out of the
she's-
nest sometimes, right?
since she's been in high school. She says that's where I want to work. That's where I want to go. And she's applied a few times and talked to them and nothing's fell through or everything's fell through. And so now it's happening.
Yeah.
So Sky, good luck. Maybe we'll have Sky on the podcast. She's coming home for a week before she
Right.
leaves.
There you go.
So we should have her on and we'll talk about Ocean Ramsey.
Oh,
that might
okay.
be interesting, actually. So Sky, hit us up with what you think about
Hit
that.
us up.
She will.
Right.
But anyhow, that's our June and July
And
schedule.
beginning of July.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
It's more crazy for you than me because you got that extra trip in there.
Oh, right.
Right.
That's true.
It's a lot of plane rides and sitting.
I know.
I know.
I have 2 fucked up hips after that.
What? Oh, because you're going to sit all weird, so the other one's going to get all fucked up now?
Right. Anyway, baby. This dog's still allowed, but I'm ignoring it.
I mean, you got to.
Oh, one thing we didn't know about the dog is the fucking bunny hunter.
Oh, my God.
This dog has killed 4 baby bunnies in one day,
I mean, 24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah.
3 of them no heads. One of them
know.
had a head. And I kept picking them up and throwing over the fence for the hawks, I guess, or something.
Some
But these poor
coyotes.
baby bunnies, the
I
dog has no
know.
idea. She
She's
thinks
a
they're
hunter.
Yeah, she thinks
I
they're a
know.
stuffed
It's like
animal.
you're like that scales where you're like, oh, you're an animal. This is what you're supposed to do. But you're like, oh, it's a cute baby bunny.
Yeah, she's an animal. That's what she's supposed to do. But the dog sleeps in our bed.
I know.
You know, she should
Well, I
be an
don't want the
animal
dog to sleep
sleeping
in our
in
bed.
a cage.
She won't sleep in the cage. I tried
Or
it
she
one
should be
night.
sleeping outside. If she's going to be a hunter and a raw savage, she should not be in her bed.
That's a valid point.
You know, and eating my almonds.
And eating my
You know what I mean?
She
It's like-
likes a rabbit with a side of almonds.
Right.
We had.
Anything.
I feel like it was like I lived in like Africa or something this week. We had like
Did you see the rain down in Africa?
right. No, but there was like we have a neighborhood owl and made its appearance at dusk the other night. And
That
we're
was
like,
pretty cool.
Geez,
Is that
hey,
when
owl.
Carly was over?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That thing
So
was
we
huge.
saw our owl, and then we had like Bunny Gate, And then I found a field mice that literally...
Oh, that was disgusting.
Literally gave birth to 3 babies.
In our bucket.
In that moment when I found them.
In our poop bucket. Our dog poop bucket.
I know. That was
a weird... How did they get in there?
I don't know.
The mom had to crawl up.
Yeah.
But then we moved the bucket and there's no mice in there now.
I know. I left the bucket. I didn't leave the bucket on the ground because I didn't want Nora to get it and her to eat the bunny or the babies because she would have.
Well, that last time we found chipmunks or something, didn't it eat them? We found a bird or chipmunks. Remember when I left it for the kids?
No, we found a bunny.
It was a bunny and then it was gone.
And the owl ate it, yeah. So I left the bucket out.
We're keeping the food chain happy.
Out and up till Eric came home. And by the time we got home, there was only 1 baby left in the bucket. So I don't know if the mouse got out.
A baby, a little pink.
By baby, I mean brand new baby.
It looked like a gummy bear.
It did look like a gummy bear.
Right.
So I don't know if the mouse got out, which Nora was smelling around a lot, which makes me think maybe it did. But then that also tells me...
Where'd the babies go, though?
She ate 2 of them.
The mom ate the babies?
Yeah, I think she did.
Mice eat their own babies?
I think they do.
I never heard of that.
Because I went back out to check. I was talking to my mom on the phone, and 1 was gone.
Oh,
so I think
you're like, oh, he ate it.
I think she ate it.
Because she's hungry.
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe it was dead, and then she ate it.
Which makes me feel not so bad about Nora eating bunnies, because they're eating their own.
You know who would know a lot about that? These guys.
This segment of Life with Eric is brought to you by
430 National.
Great American Storage.
America.
And Reno Yard.
For all your outdoor storage needs. I was laughing on the internet. They had all these things, and I think it's because it's like deep in Little League season and soccer, and they play soccer all year round now. And I was talking to Brody about this too. All these sports now, these kids have travel sports. They've had them before, but now they're insane. And they always have these dads on the internet saying, okay, here's the schedule. We're doing 7 days a week. We're going to be going to Orlando. It's going to cost each family $5,000, and you'll be there. And don't forget, when we get home after that, we're going to Puerto Rico for another tournament.
Oh my God.
It's just a joke saying.
Right.
And that'll be $7,000 per family.
Right, yeah.
You know, and there's no schedule, no nothing. But I always I listen to this guy. His name's John Deloney. He's part of the Ramsey Group.
Oh, okay.
He's he's American family therapist or a psychologist or whatever.
That guy.
And he said the worst thing for families is travel sports.
Oh, I believe that.
Because the very few kids make the pros.
Oh yeah.
You know, and you know, there's the 0.5% of exception of ones that make their pros, but every other kid doesn't.
Yeah.
Right. And most kids don't get college scholarships.
Right.
You know, so and then when you're in high school and stuff,
well, most of the time
you can do travel sports
because you don't fuck out by then. Also.
Yeah, but by the time you're in high school, you can do travel sports because your parents don't need to go.
Right.
So it doesn't like break the whole family. You don't have the younger siblings going, and then when you're older like that, it's not as much money because a lot of times the schools pay for it or whatever.
Yeah.
So once you get to high school, you're kind of out of that. But being on travel sports when your kid's in like fucking 2nd grade, and you're pushing 100 something thousand baseball games on them, and you're traveling all over the United States. I mean, and the pressure is huge, by the way. And the rest of the family, and you're dragging the rest of the family with you.
I can say Aislinn and I were both on travel softball teams when we were like, let's say 5th grade, 6th grade through like 8th grade.
But those were the seasons. They weren't
summer.
year-round.
It was summer travel, but we were not in the same age group. So we were 2 different teams. So every weekend we were in 2 different tournaments.
Your mom would go with one, your dad would go with another.
My dad was like an assistant coach for Aislinn. So he would go with her. My mom would take me. So we would like never see each other on summer weekends.
Right.
And then during like the spring season, when we played just like the league softball, again, we were in different leagues on different teams. So we had between the 2 of us probably a practice or a game like every night in different places. And so my mom would just like, we never had dinner together for like 3 months.
Right.
And then we would be on all-star teams and stuff. So like we were like ships in the like night and for like years.
Right. Well, according to this guy, you should never put your kid in travel sports.
I mean, we wanted it. We all asked.
Every kid wants it, but you should never. He says no matter what, even if your kids want it, he goes because you're the adults, they're the kids.
Right.
Even if your kids want it, your kids shouldn't be in travel sports until they're in high school.
That makes sense. And also, it does put a lot of pressure on a kid, and it's also it's a lot of pressure on the family.
It's not good for the family nucleus, and
it's not.
I don't know. I mean, I swam and traveled in high school. My parents didn't go to the meets because the team would just go together, and that was it. But yeah, financially nowadays, I can't believe what it is financially.
For like, how old's Brecken? Like a 10-year-old. Like, I'm like, oh my God, it's that much for a team?
Yeah, and then you travel to San Diego for a tournament.
Oh, and then, then the tournaments, you have to, pay for
the hotel,
the travel.
And the trip, and everything else. But I always, Tanner's almost 30, and I always had him in baseball, and now he always, God, I don't even want to play all that many games. I'm sure you didn't, but the parents I go, oh, well, I thought you did. That's what you needed, and that's what you wanted.
Right.
At the time, he never alluded that he didn't want to.
Right.
And but hindsight. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have done it.
Right.
Do some more family things.
Well, it sucks if they're like good too, because you're like, oh, you mean you guess you under this, you're good. You're
and he was
top of your game.
Yeah, he was good. That kind of thing.
Yeah, so you're like, I guess this is what we do, like, because the coaches want you to play.
Yeah, and they're saying your kid's great. Yeah, we want you there.
Okay,
we'll see you there. Yeah, and so, and then on the other hand too, they said your kid's really good. So if you don't put him in travel ball,
they're not going to make the high school team.
He's never going to make it. But if your kid's pretty good, they're probably going to make the high school team.
It's
is what I'm saying.
Right.
So you don't have to get that crazy into the travel ball and keep the family nucleus together.
But I think it's like that's like the world now. It's so competitive. So I think at this young age, these kids and parents think that's what they have to do.
Yeah, and some of these kids will go to actual schools that just play baseball.
Oh yeah,
or private high schools or private middle school or whatever, like boarding schools. So
they'll send them to like different states, to play a sport.
Mm-hmm. And if you think about it, to pan out, it's only 0.5% or less.
Right. I think of this.
It's a needle in a haystack to make the pros.
Judge Lauren Lake, that's always on.
And half the people in the pros are foreign in baseball.
Judge Lauren Lake, who's on Jeff Lewis all the time.
Mm-hmm.
She sent her son to Florida to go. He actually wanted. He said, "I want to go to this like boarding school in Florida, so
baseball,
I can play
like a baseball
football."
school.
Football.
Oh, football.
His dad
school.
is an ex-pro football player though,
right?
So he's that on his side. Mm-hmm. But she was like, "What?" But he like did all the research, really wanted to go, and she sent him. But
yeah. Well, some people are really into. I mean, in Europe, they send a boarding school all the time.
Oh, that normal school is a boarding school.
Is boarding school, yeah. So
maybe we should do that here.
But you know what Europe does though? They develop kids.
No.
Yeah, maybe. They develop their kids for the trades.
Right.
And I'll tell you what, I was watching, what's the guy from the UFC? Dana White. He owns UFC. Okay. He's Joe Rogan's friend or whatever, or whatnot. And Dana White says every kid has the opportunity to be so successful in the United States.
They have to do a trade.
If they went to the trades.
Oh, yeah. But for some reason, there's a stigma that the trades are looked down upon, that they're not good enough.
Like you can go be a plumber or something and make $150,000 a year.
Which is way more than probably anybody else.
Well, way more than a video gamer will make, or a computer
the rest of your
person.
Buddies.
Yeah. And then
right. I mean, it might be kind of gross, but I mean.
Well, I mean, I'm a plumber. You could be a plumber. You can be a tile setter.
But you also could be like a plumber for new houses, so you don't have to deal with anything.
Right. I mean, to deal with I mean, you're thinking of plumber being a bad thing, but
like having to sneak out a poop.
Yeah, it's funny how you think of plumber that. I think of a plumber in new construction.
Because that's what you do. Yeah,
in my head. Because I
think of why I would need a plumber, and you think of why you would need a plumber.
All the plumbers that I work with in my business,
new construction,
they don't dig shit out of toilets.
Right, and they make a crap load of money.
They do hydronics and they set it all up.
Yeah.
It's like you know. I never really think about the hardcore plumber that comes in the middle of the night. And
that's what. But also, they charge a fuckload for you to come in the middle of the night.
Right. But I mean, if you train, like I always told River, I said, hey, if you want to start a pool company and open up a pool company right out of high school, learn how to do it, you'll be a multimillionaire.
Oh yeah,
in
because
no
there's
time.
Not enough pool guys.
Right, there's not enough pool guys,
and pool guys wants to kill himself.
Pool guys typically take forever because
they don't have time,
and they hire in subs. So if you do it all in house, you could do it. But there's a lot of professions like that. I mean, a tile setter is a good example too. Not too many people are tile setters and stuff like that. And being a concrete guy, even. Yeah. I'm sitting here as a concrete guy. There you go.
There you go.
But you're gonna sneeze. Bless you.
Where'd the dog go?
Good, gone. But anyhow, so get your kids in the trades.
Right.
I mean, really, if you figure.
Well, I feel like also like if you're confused, don't know what you want to do with your life, learn a trade, do that till you figure it out.
Yeah, my dad always told me
a ton of money till you figure it out.
My dad always told me that if I knew how to trowel concrete, I will always have a job somewhere because that's a profession that not too many people know how to do.
I believe
and you can just walk up to a job, make $400 a day.
That sounds fun.
So it's not easy work.
Right. It's
and not good on your back, but it's true.
Yeah.
If you were an excavator, learn how to run heavy equipment.
Right.
It's big money. There's a lot of money in all those things. But the trades are going away, and what's going to save
because people think they're too good for them.
Yeah, what's going to save the world? these IA fucking robots and everything are going to take over all these computer jobs.
Right.
And they're going to take over. They're going to take over everything. But they can't take over running a fucking jackhammer or pouring concrete.
That's true.
I mean, unless you have actually physical robots. But you're still going to need people to do those, and truck drivers, and you're going to need, all this kind of stuff. So get your kids in the trades, folks.
Right.
You heard it from me.
You get your kids in the trade.
I know. I know. I guess Tanner does landscaping.
He's kind of in a trade, yeah.
And then Rivers and video
production.
So
they come out with like a robotic lawnmower, like a Roomba. That's coming. If there's not one already.
I'm sure they have. They have electric lawnmowers. Marcus has one. But
no, if they don't have one already, we have a robotic pool cleaner. They're coming out with a robotic lawnmower.
Yeah, you just put on the grass.
Yeah,
it's
coming
I'm
if
sure
it's not already out.
I will guarantee. If someone Googles that right now, I will guarantee
it's a thing.
They have it.
Can I get a robotic raker?
I wonder if they need robots to make this stuff. Honey, guess what time it is?
Happy hour?
Yep, I made your favorite Juicy Tits Vodka cocktail.
Fantastic. Thanks, babe. Love you.
And I love you. And your Juicy Tits.
Go to juicytitsvodka.com to get your own bottle of Juicy Tits, where life is the party.
Have you seen those machines that do that? It's like a Keurig like coffee machine, but you like put in, like you pour in your vodka and it stays in like a bottle, and then you have mixers and you like push buttons and it mixes your drink for you.
Yeah, I think I've seen that, but
Yeah.
I always thought you were talking about the Juicy Tits vodka. Lauren,
Well, I mean, you could pour that
Lauren
into
put a
it.
video up, and all the bottles are there, and they go zzz, and it fills them up. And zzz, fills them
How
up.
they do it? That's
yeah,
cool.
Five at a time.
I love
And
watching stuff
There's like
that.
4 or 5 handles that come things down.
And fill it. I love
Go look
it.
on her
I will.
on her Instagram.
I love watching stuff
yeah, and
like
she's
that.
at the factory, and they're filling all the bottles.
I like that.
Yeah, kind of fun. Do you like this, dear? PDA, public displays of affection.
To an extent, yes.
What do you mean extent? Like holding hands, good with you.
Yeah.
Walking down the street, holding hands.
Oh, yeah.
Walking down the street, and I put my arm around you, and we walk.
Yeah, that's good.
Walking down the street, and we both put our arms around each other and walk.
Yeah. Why?
That sounds complicated.
Not really. We've done
Have
that.
we ever done that?
I usually put like my arm around your waist and you put your arm around my shoulders.
I can't recall really.
We have. I mean, it doesn't last very long because
uncomfortable.
Because you have to be in the same like walking sync.
Yeah. And a lot of couples hold hands, and then the hands are hot. You're hot. Yeah, no, I don't want to hold them anymore.
Okay, you're just saying your own personal.
Or sweaty. Or what? I don't know. Now, what do you think about this?
What?
A couple in New York.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard about this.
No, I did not.
A couple in New York is in a sleeping bag.
Okay. What?
And they're basically
where?
In a park.
Okay.
I don't know if it's Central Park
Whatever.
or not, but
in a park in a sleeping bag.
In a black sleeping bag.
Okay.
And they're in the sleeping bag.
What time of day?
And at the middle of the day.
Okey
People are
dokes.
running around. Everything's running.
Okey dokes.
And they're in the sleeping bag. And there's hump motions going on.
Oh, no.
Like they're having sex.
Right.
And people are videoing this and stuff.
Right.
And saying they're having sex. But you can't.
You can't really
you
tell.
don't
You're
know
just
they're
assuming.
having
You're
sex.
assuming. Okay.
Are you okay with that?
No.
Well, you can't see anything. You're in the bag.
I know, but it's implied.
But there's motions.
And then what if like the kids are like, what are they doing?
Kids are just running, playing. They don't even notice.
Oh.
But I guess there's videos of this or whatever. I haven't seen it, but that's too far.
I think that might be too far, yeah.
Now, what about making out on a park bench in the middle of the day when people are walking by?
I mean, I feel like we've done that, so I can't really bag on it too much.
I don't know if we really
As
done
long
that.
as it's not like gross.
We've done it in like a bar.
Well, I should say
plug-
gross
kids-
sloppy,
kids
but
plug
we
your
probably
ears.
were gross and sloppy.
If you're in a bar, you probably don't care.
If it's like a classy makeout, like you're not like no hands and no hands makeout.
What about a good dance floor makeout?
I think that's okay.
Because you're practically grinding on people's legs on the dance floor.
I think that's okay.
I mean,
As long as it's not like at a bat mitzvah or something.
a family wedding,
Right.
a bat mitzvah. Who invited them to the bat mitzvah?
Right.
They're
A
making
bunch
it on
of
the dance-
13-year-olds.
They're making it on the dance
Yeah,
floor.
or 12. Are you 12 or 13
Yeah.
when you do that?
But
The 12?
I think you're like 13. But you're transversing.
Yeah.
12 or 13, something like that.
We're going to say 13.
Or are you 15? You're not
no,
15
that's
though.
quinceañera.
Quinceañera.
Or
is
if you're at a
15.
quinceañera, don't make out on the dance floor.
Right. I'd be more likely to make out at a quinceañera on the dance floor than a bar mitzvah. I mean, the day we're invited to a bar mitzvah.
I know. We don't.
Yeah, forget it.
Not that we have anything against Jewish people, we just don't really know any. So I don't
I've
think we're ever getting invited.
Like, I've been invited to quinceañeras.
I'd love to go to a bat mitzvah. It sounds fun.
Oh, they go all out.
I know.
I mean, they get DJs. Looks like they're going to the prom.
It's like, I know. It sounds fun.
Yeah.
Anywho.
But,
invite us if you know, if you have one.
Me, I enjoy public. I like watching people, like, if they're making out or holding hands. I enjoy that.
You dig a PDA watching?
Yeah, I mean, if I see past a couple.
What about you PDAing?
I like that. I mean,
you like a PDA?
Yeah.
Like you like when we PDA?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do. Makes me feel good.
Like what about when I grab your butt in public?
I don't know about grabbing my butt. No, I don't like that. No, okay. I mean, I'm just talking soft PDA.
Oh, okay.
Not hardcore.
Grabbing a butt's a hardcore?
Yeah, grabbing a butt or crotch or something is not appropriate in church, dear. A little PDA in church is nice. Peace be with you, kiss.
I think most people do that.
See? That's nice. What about the stranger next to you? It's probably inappropriate.
Right. You got to ask for consent.
Nowadays in church, they don't even touch each other. They
I like
give
that,
you a peace
actually.
sign.
I'm fine with that.
I like shaking hands.
It just depends.
Yeah. Well, you just don't know, dear, what to do in church. A lot of people don't know what to do in church.
I think. What do you mean by that?
Because you don't know whether to shake their hand or give them a sign.
Well, you can kind of tell if they're. I actually go off the other person if they're willing to shake. I'm like, okay, I'll shake your hand. Yeah.
Okay.
I do that. It used to be back in the day. You shook everybody's hand.
Yeah. I always had problems sometimes with like a stranger on the street. You'd end up shaking their hand, like someone just comes
on the street.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh man, I don't want to touch your hand.
Never happened to me.
Yeah.
Why are you shaking strangers' hands?
One time that happened to me, I was in Philadelphia. We were at a trade show for Tahoe Lighting years and years ago, and we're kind of home late night. It's like this guy's like, hey man, you got any money or anything? So I gave him like $10, and he grabbed my hand. And he started shaking. He's like, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I just came down with at that time. AIDS was a big thing.
Oh.
And I just came down with HIV and this, and I shook the guy's hand. But I mean, I was like, oh my God,
right, yeah.
I got to wash my hand.
Still, you're like,
you can't really get it through that way, but in your head.
You cannot, right. But it is kind of creep you out a little.
At that point, it kind of, creep you out. So, by no means is that public display of affection.
Right.
Anyway, dear, what do you think about, we heard this, I put this on the internet last week.
Okay.
And I heard this from that one girl, Laverne Cox, on the interview.
Okay.
Who quoted the Oprah thing. I just wanted to bring it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring it back up because
why?
Because she. Okay, cut the podcast out now. Really.
Because you love a repeat.
Yeah, because I love the repeat, and what do you think about that?
Say it again.
Preparation meets opportunity. There's no such thing as luck. It's preparation meets opportunity. There's some things like you may win the lottery, yeah, but you still have to buy a lottery ticket.
You have to put. I think to an extent, I believe that. I think you have to put like your foot in the game to force anything to happen. So I think you have to try. Basically, you can't just sit around and wait for it to come. I don't think it'll ever come.
But if you prepare for something in your life, let's just say you keep preparing for it, then all of a sudden, boom, you get this job offer. Let's say that.
Prepare for it, yes. So I believe that to an extent. I don't think it's necessarily luck, I guess, but
right. You still put yourself into the
situation. Nothing's gonna happen if you don't. Yeah, if you don't put in some kind of effort.
Yeah, even winning the lottery, you got to go buy a ticket.
Right. So you have to play the game for for you to win the game. But you have to play the game first.
Luck would be like if you're in a plane crash and it crashes and nobody dies. Or you don't die.
Is
that luck? Is that luck?
Read a story on People about that.
Really? I'm just saying that.
There was this kid that was on.
I just made it up just now.
That was on. I don't even know when this plane crash happened. He's 40 something now, and he was like 13 at the time.
Right.
And he was in a plane crash, and he had like a dream like the day before that the plane crashed, and his mom was like, "It's just a dream. You're fine." And he was on the plane, and for some reason he he had something told him, "Take your seatbelt off," and the plane crashed. And because he took his seatbelt off, he got thrown from the plane, so he didn't explode. And so he was like one of like 3 survivors.
Oh.
And like his dad died and stuff. His dad was on the plane.
I used to have a dream that the plane would crash and I was the only survivor.
Oh, well, apparently don't wear your seatbelt.
But no, my seatbelt on though.
Oh, you're like, your seat
I look
flew
up,
off?
everybody's dead around me, and that's it. This is like when I was a kid, I had this dream.
Oh.
But
I keep thinking I'm going to see it, just like watch a plane crash. No way. Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
One
time I was driving down to San Francisco,
and
I'm heading down kind of by Colfax, and if you head down there, you look and you see kind of these red hills, that red dirt kind of.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just looking up. It's kind of by like Secret Town kind of ish area before Colfax.
Is, okay.
I'm looking up, and a car just flies. There must have been a road up there. A car just flies off, tumbles down that red hill, and lands. I'm going the opposite way.
Right.
Lands on the side of the street.
Oh my
upside
God.
down, and all these cars stop and everything. The car just flew off the cliff.
That's insane.
And I saw it, and it was early. It was like 7:00 in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah. I was driving down for a swim meet or something
weird.
like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa! I'm like, oh my God! It just. Then on the way back, I looked up and I go, oh my God, there's a road up there.
Oh,
so the car went off the road.
Yeah. Yikes.
Flying off the road. Hope it was my cousin Josh.
Well, he's still alive. So
Actually, yeah.
I don't think it was.
This guy could have been alive still, but I have no idea. I just kind of I just looked at it and kind of kept going.
Yikes. Could be. I mean, you could survive that. Well, what are you supposed to do on the opposite side of the road? Can't stop.
Good thing there's no cars now. They could have got nailed.
Yes.
It was so weird to see a car fly right off the hill.
Weird.
That's like seeing a plane crash-ish,
right. You've also seen like a motorcycle crash. That's weird too.
Ooh, that was bad. Yeah, I did see that. I came around the corner and he passed me on a curve. And I go, oh my God, this guy's going to die. And next thing I know, he's laying on the ground and the motorcycle's like 200 feet away and all these cars are lined up. Yeah. And the guy comes up to me and his bone is sticking out of his arm. And he's like, dude, I think I hurt myself.
Yeah,
like,
dude, I think you did.
And he was going fast on like a Harley. It was during the motorcycle week that we have in Reno. Street Vibrations.
Yeah, motorcycles.
Yeah, I was coming back from swimming or whatever in the morning over Mount Rose Highway. But crazy.
Yikes.
Anyway, last week we talked a little bit about pickleball. I don't know why, but we seem to be getting a lot of comments on the social media. And the comments are always like, I play pickleball.
Everyone plays
I love pickleball.
Everyone
love pickleball.
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody loves playing pickleball, but admit you fuck yourself up.
Yeah. How many injuries have you had?
Right.
Add to that, I love pickleball, but I sprained my ankle last week.
Right.
I love pickleball, but I skinned my knee.
They should have a social media site.
I know, tennis elbow.
Injury, pickleball injuries.
Right.
Like, and let's see how many injuries.
Submit your injuries.
Yeah, submit your injuries and see. Like, people are having heart attacks. People are, pulling their back out. Mel's dad screwed himself up playing pickleball.
Oh, yipes.
He we started playing pickleball. Next thing you know, he's like hurt.
In a knee brace.
Yeah, in a knee brace. That's why I don't know who we're going to see in like a knee brace or something next is Chris Garrison. He hurt his back and everything. He already hurt his back and everything. Now he's going to be playing pickleball.
He had the same injury as you, so he's just on your path.
Right. Good luck, buddy.
You're both coming from the guy who's been wearing an elbow brace. You have no room to talk.
Why did I have that elbow brace on?
Because you had like tendonitis or something in your elbow, and then you got your prednisone shot, and you're feeling amazing.
Yeah, ever since I got that steroid shot, my elbow feels great. It's crazy how the whole
inflammation, man.
Yeah, inflammation. Take the inflammation out of me. I'm a great person.
I'm a great person. Sure, that's
Speaking of inflammation, we got a lot of feedback too about how people love Jack in the Box tacos.
Really?
Yeah. and how they don't have chili cheeseburgers at Jack in the Box, which we fucking know that.
I assumed
at the
that.
time.
Yeah. At the time they did.
25 years ago.
I did ask if they still had them, but you said
yeah.
No.
I think it was a special deal, but they did have a chili cheeseburger on the menu. And the place I was thinking about, Cousin Jeff came in for me. He said the place is called Tommy's.
What is Tommy?
The place where you get the late night chili cheeseburgers.
Oh, are they still open?
Yeah, and they give you chili. There's chili on everything there.
Oh.
And then Skylar called me on that one too. She goes, the place is called Tommy's.
Oh, so she's been there.
They go there, and Skylar's like, it's really good.
Oh.
And I've been there late. I don't really remember it, to tell you the truth, because it was late night. But
and you were not sober?
Jeff goes there all the time.
Okay, all of the time?
When he's in... Well, he used to live down there.
Right.
But when he goes there, he goes there. But when he lived there, he used to go all the time.
Used to go all the time.
Yeah, so people... And I found out that, Jack in the Box tacos really aren't that much
meat.
They're
like half soy.
They're like half meat parts and half soy.
Right. Half beef.
And same with
soy.
Taco Bell tacos.
Yeah. They all had to come out.
They're still not good for you.
And be honest a couple years ago that, they're not.
Do you know what I saw too?
Meat.
The worst meat that place has is Applebee's.
I could see that.
So the meat at Applebee's is not good.
I don't know the last time I was at an Applebee's. Not going to lie.
We went with your parents. Remember a long time ago.
That was a very long time ago, though.
I know. I'm not a big Applebee's. I never liked Applebee's at all. I like Chili's. I used to get the chicken tacos at Chili's, and they were the bomb. They don't have them on the menu anymore, I don't think.
Oh.
But the thing that's going to kill people is Chili's and Outback have like a bloomin' onion.
Oh, yeah,
or whatever they're called, with like a deep fried onion. That's like the worst. You might as well just eat a bowl of Crisco.
That also just sounds like a massive amount of heartburn for me.
Well, maybe, I don't know.
Like onions.
I've had the bloomin' onion.
I have as well. Back in the day, because my dad which is where I get it. Anything that comes out that's like new and exciting, he wants to try.
It's like, oh, we got to get it.
Yes. So I think we were like out of town somewhere. So he was like, let's go here and get that. I think my mom got sick that night, and so she was like, never again.
She got sick from the bloomin' onion.
Probably. Probably not, but just attribute it to that. But we had to try the bloomin' onion.
Right.
Have you had a bloomin' onion?
I've had it before, yeah. But see, your mouth after eating that, it's like slimy.
Okay,
and
here's
greasy.
a question for let me ask you then.
If shit your pants.
If the blooming onion is so bad for you, how are onion rings any better?
They're not.
Okay.
I like onion ring. The bloomin', it's pretty much the same thing, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
I love Jack in the Box onion rings.
I know you do.
And tacos. Very good. A lot of people like Burger King onion rings, but the Burger King onion rings, I don't even know this. They're kind of perfectly circle, and they kind of make your mouth slimy inside, so they're probably like greasy, and they have a weird taste to them to me.
I wonder what kind of onion. They wonder if they use a different kind of onion or something.
Something fake or something like that.
No, just like there's different kinds of onions out there.
Oh, the Jack in the Box ones are kind of flaky and fall apart. These are like these are almost like solid. The breading. It must be the breading
or the batter. Yeah.
I have not been to a Burger King since I've been a kid. Probably.
I don't know. Last time I was at a Burger King either.
Since you got those dipsticks.
Oh my God, I was like 10 at the airport. The French sticks. Because
every fast food place now is getting breakfast. Or
every place now.
They've had breakfast, but they're changing it all. But
well, like Jack in the Box used to never have. Yeah, Jack in the Box and Taco Bell used to never have
Jack in the Box had breakfast since the beginning of fucking time.
They did?
I know because I was a kid going there for breakfast.
I didn't know that.
Because my sister used to get all sick and throw up.
Oh.
Scratch that from the podcast. Excuse me. Delete it. But yeah. So we used to always get these croissants. They used to have these like croissant sandwiches.
They never stopped during breakfast?
Well, they might have stopped. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, this is years.
Because I feel like
ago.
there's a couple commercial years back. They're like, breakfast is back.
Oh, maybe they got rid of breakfast.
I think they got rid of breakfast for a while.
You're talking to the families to get tacos for breakfast. Though.
Okay. What time does Taco Bell open? Let's go.
Yeah, we know I'm talking for Jack in the Box tacos.
I know. Okay.
When we were on the road, you know.
Okay.
But Life with Eric podcast is brought to you by Petrilla Concrete Construction and doTERRA Essential Oils. You can get those from Aislinn Mueller. And our handle at Insta is at This Essential Life. If you like this podcast, rate us a 5, follow us, subscribe to us. Go to Apple Podcast or go to Spotify. Rate us a 5, subscribe. That would be great. It really helps us out a lot. So thank you if you do that. I've been YouTube too. Please subscribe. We've been gaining YouTube subscribers, which is kind of cool. I get notified whenever we get a new subscriber, so it keeps notifying. But you can't tell. You got to be so big on YouTube that you can't even tell. It's like you got to be. YouTube's so massive with these things that are so popular, and we're not. So.
And we're not.
Go to YouTube if you want.
Let's try to make us.
Right. But dear. We forgot this last week, but it's that time.
Yeah, we did.
Last call. Who are we going to cheers today, babe?
Well, since it is Memorial Day weekend, I think we should give a cheers to
my papa.
Yeah,
and your grandpa.
Soldiers. So they're all in.
They were in World War II.
That have fought for this country.
Yeah. Anybody? I'm wearing this Kenny Bunkport shirt today. Kylie's wearing a USA shirt to represent.
Yep.
I didn't wear this, but I'm wearing this because George Bush has a house in Kenny Bunkport.
Compound. Yep.
Yep. You ever go to Kenny Bunkport?
Check it out. You can't only get so far because there's cameras watching you.
There's cameras like about a half mile down the road. They start following you going all the way in.
Yes,
so
they do. It's a little creepy.
If you want to see it, you will be on candid camera.
Yes, you will.
Subscribe or follow us on wherever you listen to your podcast, or just go to our website at lifewitheric.com.
And don't forget to follow us on social media for updates and a closer look into my life with Eric. To all of our listeners out there, remember, it's always happy hour here.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Love you, baby.